Hi, I'm Willie Mayette, and I'd like to welcome you to this warm-up / improvisation DVD. On this DVD, I'm going to talk about some exercises that you can use to warm up before you actually sit down to practice or before you sit down to play a gig. Imagine that somebody asked you to run a mile full speed right now. You know, you might be able to do it, but you'd probably be sore later that day and probably definitely the next day because you didn't warm up, you didn't stretch. Now imagine the same thing at the piano. Imagine you're going to go to a gig and you just got ready, you just moved a bunch of equipment and now you got to sit down and play. Well, you know what? You might not be set up for success that way. Same thing with practice. If you come home from work, you drop your briefcase or your purse or whatnot, and then you want to sit down and practice, you get right into it and you don't warm up, you're not setting yourself up for success. So warming up at the instrument makes it so that you're going to be much more successful in what it is you play. And the cool thing is that when you're more successful that way and you're ready, you're going to play things that, you normally couldn't play without warming up. So it's going to make your playing sound better, and then you're going to feel better about what it is that you're doing, and probably end up practicing more. So let's get into this warm-up stuff. Let me show you just a real quick overview of some of the stuff I'm going to get into. I'm going to show you, just basic 5-finger scale stuff. I'm going to show you how to do. I'm going to show you how to do major scale exercises. I'm going to show you how to improvise around those major scale exercises, also with minor scales. Okay. I'm going to show you my chordal exercises. All right, so you're going to learn all of that. I'm going to show you some of my chordal grooves. So you're going to learn how to be able to do some of that stuff. I'm going to show you what I call the diminished rack routine to really get your finger independence together. All right. I'm going to show you arpeggios. Right, and that's going to be great for a nice fluid sound. I'm going to talk a little bit about how to use the pedal when doing those arpeggios as well. And we're also going to get into just some chromatic improvisation and chromatic exercises as well. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to end up covering on this DVD. Now I'm going to be switching back and forth between thinking of this as a warm-up or an exercise, and then also thinking of it as something that you can actually practice further for improvisation and to come up with your own compositions and be more creative when you're sitting down at the piano. Let's face facts. Whenever you're sitting down, you're doing an exercise or a warm-up routine or whatnot, it can get very boring if you're just doing the same thing over and over every day. Okay, even major scales can get boring. So what I like to do with students is I like to show you how to make them more musical and creative and kind of squeeze that creativity right out of you and put it right into that exercise. So rather than just doing the plain old exercise, I'm going to show you how to do the exercise but then go the extra step so that you actually start to make some music out of this exercise. And the other cool thing is you can end up making up a lot of your own exercises as well. So you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of books on exercises. You'll have exercises that you can create on your own. All right, so let's, when I come back here, I'm going to get started, all right? We're going to jump right into this. So I'll see you soon. You can do a lot of nice stuff using that scale. The idea behind this exercise and warm-up is that you just start to think freely chromatically. And then you've heard this before. Right, where a jazz player's playing something like the 1, 6, 2, 5, and B flat. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. All right, so doing that improvisation hands together is real nice. So this warm-up and exercise will help with that. If you're just thinking freely, any notes. And hit that root and 5, let's say I'm in F, right, and then go to the fourths. Now, let's not focus too much on what I'm doing here in the right hand, okay? Because obviously there's a lot of stuff going on there, and this is going to be DVDs that will be coming out in the future talking more about this advanced improvisation stuff. But for right now, get that left hand, get that going. Left hand, same fingering. 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1. Try and keep the same fingerings. Keep the same major scale fingering. All right? Try not to do stuff like... So let me show you how to do some grooves using these chordals. So like, B, A flat, F sharp, E. You can go up in whole steps if you want. So C, D,